A kid ain't even faithful to his girlfriend. You think he gonna be faithful to a school? Like, come on, man. Like that's like an emotional thing. You know what I wish the NCAA would do, honestly. If you committed to somewhere, you can't go to no other visits. I wish that would be like if you committed, that means you committed. You can't go no other visit. So why would you be committed, but you still let kids go to other places? That don't make sense. So that means they just playing.
That was weird.
What a turn of events for Deion this year, bro.
Don't take that route, bro. Just take that out. You still got a better record than before. Like, that's weird.
I think with it, like, what we should really look at. Remember how hype we was when this first started, this train first started? Oh, and it's not to say that I don't think it could get better.
I'm still hyped for Coach Prime.
Whatever happens, if he can get a good line, we know that they will be a lot better than they
Yeah. You just get a line. Focus on a line.
Contrary to popular belief, they had a successful season.
Yeah.
They won
one
game
game
last year. They
only won one game last year.
They were projected to win 3. They won 4.
Our biggest thing with this is just, that's how you got Travis Hunter and them niggas, bro. Like, I'm sorry, I apologize for cursing, but that's how he got Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter was committed, or at least verbally committed to other places well before.
But if it's going to be the new structure, you just got to charge that to the game.
If
they don't want to stay around,
And now with the ability of that name, image, likeness, this is going to be the little games that you got to play as a coach in your recruiting stick. Hope that you got this guy locked in, but anything can happen. Maybe he sees this season and didn't like what he saw. He's going to change.
Do y'all see what it was in reference to?
No.
So this is why he said, and I agree to an extent to what he's saying. I think that kid decommitted from 3 different schools in like 24 hours.
Is that right?
Nah, that doesn't make sense. I don't think that makes sense. I think it's weird because I think to an extent you are playing around now. Like if you're saying you're committed, right? And then you keep hopping and jumping, like we're starting to try to fix things around bringing you in. If you keep decommitting, like, so for instance, like the transfer portal has a period in which it opens. I think they moved it a little bit, but it opens for a period of time in which you can do all that stuff. You can do this, you can run around here, you can look at this school, you can decommit from your school, you can do all of that. But when you're like in the commitment phase, I think you should commit and stay there unless you're transferring. I don't think he has an issue with like dudes transferring. Like Travis Hunter transferred. He just transferred from the school, and everybody knew.
Travis Hunter.
Well, you talking about
when he went to
previously,
Jackson
right?
State. I'm talking about when he went to. That's how he got him.
But
that nigga was the #1 recruit. He changed his mind.
So I
don't understand what you're talking about.
So I do agree with that. But I think, all right, just take that off the board. I do think it's in reference to the kid transferring mad times in a short period of time. I think that's just a little wild.
I didn't know he did that.
It's a little
so
wild,
many
Joe,
schools, so it is because
when you post
weird. But if you have I don't know, man. This is the market that they set up. These kids have the ability to now market themselves.
You have to structure something, though. You have to structure something because a kid, like, what is stopping a kid from, like, when is a coach ever going to say, "Hey, yo, he's coming here"? If he can keep just constantly decommitting, like, it's kind of a weird. It's a little. The whole thing is getting weird. They all learning on the fly, though. There's some good things about it. There's some bad things about it, but they got to structure it a little. They got to have some structure to it. Or else dudes would literally just be doing whatever they want every 5 seconds. Like, that guy got hurt, or they're bringing in another running back. I'm a decommit. Oh, this school that I said I'm committing to, well, the next day they brought in one. I'm a decommit. Like, it's got to be some sort of parameters, yo. It's about to be the absolute wild west, and it's going to be very weird soon. I like the fact that kids can dip because when coaches just dip, it's just like, come on, yo. But a kid can't leave. He gotta wait. He go to a school and then he gotta wait 2 years or a year out and all. That's unnecessary. But like, it's got to be some sort of structure. We're seeing a lot of issues with the NIL and these young, because these kids are still young, and these kids get money. I don't want to speak on certain things, but we're going to start to see the bad parts of it, and it needs to be a little bit more structured. But that's all I see.
Yeah. Well, I just didn't like it coming from Deion. I just didn't like it. Yeah. He's been the revolutionary guy. He's been that guy that's been talking all this stuff about the recruiting class he has coming in, which maybe he thought he had, but hey.
And more so with me, like, yo, you a stand-up dude, bro. Like, don't cop no please. I would just be like, we gonna get better. Like I know
Well,
what pieces we
I think
need.
they were asking him a question in reference to
Yeah,
it.
that's why you gotta take it.
That's
all
why
the way.
he answered.
I understand.
I thought he just
I
threw it
just
out
didn't
there
like
as
the
an excuse
answer
for
he
not
gave.
being
I
as
just
good as we
didn't
thought
like
at
it.
first.
I didn't like the answer coming from Deion.
Yeah, because it's about to get, but and I understand another reason he said it because he like, yo, people looking to come here just to solely make money. It's gonna create a problem. You're gonna have people come in because of the notoriety, just to play games. Like so, you gotta try to curb it. He also that's him trying to send a message to recruits that we not. You gotta set a foundation. You're not coming here just to only try to make money and waste our time. So it's a lot going into it when I see where he was coming from. It's gonna get real tricky if you just letting dudes do whatever. But